Good morning, everyone. Still messing with the 3D printer. It is Friday morning. I'm still messing with it. I printed a few items, just as some test runs. My Anna wanted some spiral fidget toy, so it looks like a cone and it spins into each other. So I made her that last night. Printer's pretty cool. I'm actually printing some things right now. A couple. One's like a for my soda cans. It's a cap to cover it so the bugs don't get into it, but it looks like a baseball cap. And then I'm also making another one for bottles for like bottled beer or soda. So that's what I'm doing right now. I got Anna here today. About to go get her some breakfast. Actually, I'm going to make her breakfast. And then we're going to go outside. It's been gloomy and cloudy all week. It's been raining off and on for the last 4 days. We got a 49% chance of rain today. So I don't know how much we're going to get done outside. The yard it's overgrown already. I need to cut it. And actually, I should get out there today and cut it before it does rain because I got that little battery powered lawnmower. So it might take the full battery today for as long as it is. But maybe I'll take you out there. But just want to give you a quick update, Friday update. Shoot something, get some kind of footage done. Get a day in my life, I guess. I'll do that today. Check it out. That's that bottle holder cap, the bottle topper, but it says New York. That's the only file I can find. I'm not a fan. I'm not a New York fan, but I like to see a good baseball game. Oh well. I'll let it ride. Now, do I wash it till it's clear or just a rinse? I never know. I personally do it till it's almost clear, and I don't do that cup to water ratio. My rice. It's Monday evening, guys. It's 5:30 already, and like I said, I wasted a whole day. I've been pretty busy. Been pretty busy since Friday. I started that other vlog when I was 3D printing, and my mother-in-law called me. She needed my help, so I went down there. Then my father-in-law needed my help, so I started helping him, and it kind of made a day out of it. And just enjoy the time over there with them and helping them out. And I should have vlogged or taken video because we have a really good time over there, and it's really, my in-laws, they have a really nice area, nice house, nice property, and had, walked around. They ate some pomegranates. My father-in-law has pomegranate trees, so that's what I was helping them with. So they were all leaning and breaking because they were getting heavy. So we picked them up and trimmed them. I helped trim them, and then we just started popping them open, and man, they were red and juicy. So I had to have eaten at least 6, and then he kept popping them open and starting eating them. Then he would give me his half and say, "I can't eat that, man. My sugar, it's gonna mess up my sugar." And I'm like, "Then stop opening them because you jacking up my guts." It was a lot, but it was a good time. But I got dinner going again, like always, making a roast. Actually, just a beef roast with vegetables. But those 3D prints did finish. Here's one of them. This is that baseball cap, the can cap. And then this is the bottle one, that New York one. It came out pretty cool. Oops. Pretty sturdy, obviously. Anyways, let me show you this. So you get the soda can, and then with this, the can topper. So like if you're outside and the bugs just, bam, goes right on top. So actually a little snug. Oh, you can hear the mic. So it gives it like a little snap. So I thought that, I keep going up to the phone. Mike's right here telling me. Anyways, and then this other one, this was for a bottle, for water bottle, beer bottle, soda bottle. I'm trying to see if I have a water bottle around here. Nope, sure don't. They're all in the garage. Anyways, oh, and the cone that Anna wanted, the fidget cone. That's this thing. She wanted this, so printed this. It's pretty cool. Comes apart. And it just I don't know. That's what she wanted. And as a matter of fact, talking about this 3D printer, let me take you up there and give you the rundown on how I'm doing on that. Let me get these groceries put away. All right, I'm back with my cool old can cover. Pretty good detail too it gets. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. This really is about the only useful thing that I've printed with this 3D printer. Well, this and the bottle one. The detail, I like the detail on this New York one. Came out really nice. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. But they came out pretty nice. Although I will say, I've had a lot of fails. You know, so a lot of these fails produce a lot of scrap. And see, I just started to print this one and it already failed on me. That's the only bad thing is you get more fails than anything. You know what? Let me show you. Turn the camera around. See, I was about to print another one of them caps, and it just started lifting. Look, didn't even stick. I don't know if it's the filament. That's the second one that's done it. So let me try it one more time. Load that one. Print it. I'm gonna try it one more time, and if not, that's sorry guys. That's like the third fail with this white filament, and when I got the black filament, it was doing the same thing. So if this fails again, I'm just gonna say that filament's either not good or I gotta look into it. Maybe the temp's too high, too low. I don't know. I still gotta learn this machine. But what I was getting at is this could be cool. It could be cool to print some stuff. Back to the hats. That filament obviously worked fine because I printed all kinds of things with that. Those two hats, Anna's fidget thing. I tried another filament which was rose, like a pink color. And the only thing that really I've printed with that came out really nice was my wife's name. I printed a nameplate for her desk because she was like, I want a nameplate for my desk. And I was like, all right. So I found one, found the file, downloaded it, and printed it, and came out nice. Check it out. You see that? It's 3D, like 3D. This side's flat. So printed that. That's pretty cool for her desk. She loved it. She saw it today and she loved it. She ended up loving it. So let me try this hat one more time and see how it goes. Check it out. I'll take you in there. Nope, it's already messing up. I can see a string hanging on it. Anyway, see how far this gets, and if, like I said, if it fails, I'm changing the filament. That thing failed on it, so I'm not even going to worry about that filament. This filament obviously isn't working, or I got to do more research on it. So look at that. That could actually be a good thumbnail. There's my thumbnail. So I'm gonna say it's the filament. So I'm gonna change this filament out, but I ain't gonna do that right now. I've been messing with this printer so long. Let me turn it off. As a matter of fact, back to my weekend update. Here we go. Move that out the way. So I went and helped my father-in-law. Went and helped the in-laws on Friday. We were there quite a bit. And then Friday night, went with my sister, and we went out to eat, had dinner, and we ended up back at the bins. Ended up back at that store, and check it out. I got more filament. You can see them right there. I don't even know how to point with these revert. There you go. Those. I got those and those. And I know I mentioned in my last video that my son actually bought a 3D printer as well, or he had one first. So I called him up and I said, I got filament. What colors do you want? And he told me what colors he wanted. So I picked him up, like, I only wanted 3 of them. So I got him 3. I ended up getting 2, 3, like 4, just 4. And I told my wife, I don't want to waste too much money on a lot of filament if I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And look at this. This is a perfect example because it was like 3 or 4 rows of white. And I remember saying, oh, I want white because I can print stuff in white and then paint it and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, let me just start with 1. And I got 1. And it's no good. At least, I don't know. I got to check it. Like I keep repeating myself, but check the temp on this one. I don't know. I got to just do the research. But it almost seems like the incandescent colored ones work way better than the solid colors, because so far I've used the incandescent rainbow color, this one. So I've used this one and it's printed fine. Really didn't have any fails. I printed that Michelle sign in that incandescent pink. It's called rose, but it looks pink. But anyways, it's got that metallic look, and that one printed fine. I did try to print some other things, like these phone holders. I tried to print these phone holders, but I had a blowout. See, it's supposed to look like that, and it blew out. I don't know why that happened. So it failed. Even though it failed, I had a good print today on my wife's name sign or name plaque. And what else have I printed? That cone. Oh, and then that fidget cone. I actually printed another one, a little bit smaller, same rainbow color, and it printed fine. Another pink cone, and that printed fine. So that's what I'm getting at, is maybe the solid colors aren't for me or this machine. And when I try to redo these caps, I'm going to use another incandescent color that I have, a forest green. Maybe I'll use the green one. I don't know. I was really hoping to use white so I can, paint it whatever color I wanted. White was a fail until I figured it out. And what else? Other than that, as far as figuring out what filaments are going to work and which ones are not going to work, finding the prints and what to print is another challenge. I mean, they're out there, they're on the internet. It's just a matter of searching for it. And you think about it like, oh, I'm gonna get a 3D printer because of this and that, and then all of a sudden it's like blank. Like, what should I print? What should I print? Some of the things, like I could think like, oh, a tripod. I'll print a tripod. I get on there and it's, a little small handheld tripod. I'm like, yeah, I don't really need to print one of those just to see if I can print one. And I'm good. I'm good with tripods, Russ. I'm not going to print another one. I haven't even been looking at tripods at these places. I have found some. I found 2 of them. Found a little selfie stick too. That was pretty cool, but I withheld because I have a selfie stick. I have a couple of them now, so I'm good. Now it's on to this 3D printing. Now I'm wasting my money on all that filament. I hope not. But with that being said, just trying to figure out what to print now, but I have been wasting a lot of time in here looking through these files, because I mean, it's almost like just going through pictures. You go through pictures, and if you like the file, you got to download it. Once you download it, you got to it comes in a zip file, so you got to extract all the files and then upload it to your printer program. and then from there you do all the final touches. And then if your machine's able to print it, because some of them my machine won't print for some reason, it says something about the extruder. It's I'm not going to get into it, but some files go to certain machines, I guess. So, and I know one of the popular machines out there is called Bamboo. That's the one my son has. So a lot of these files are made directly or made specifically for Bamboo printers, and mine's not a Bamboo, mine's a Flash Forge, so it won't print on mine, and it keeps telling me about the extruder, something about the extruder. So I'm not there yet. I don't know if I can just maybe change it out and it'll print fine. I'm not there yet. I'm still trying it out. So I haven't been able to print a lot of the files that I downloaded. So now I'm having to go through and delete all them files before I start running out of room again. And there I go with, running out of storage because of files. First it was, audio, with music and all that. Then it was with videos, saving these videos. And now it's going to be with these 3D files. And I got to get a hold of it quick. Get a hold on it before it gets out of hand. Delete the ones I don't need. Delete the ones I've done and have failed. What else on this printer? I think it'll be fun just printing things here and there once I figure it out. Once I can find a good source to get my files from, and if that means paying a subscription, I might do it. It's just I hate to do it when it's only ornaments, because I did find one website and most of it's just ornaments, like Christmas ornaments, Halloween ornaments, and little trinkets. And I'm like, I don't want to print that kind of stuff. But then again, I don't know what I want to print. So I'm just giving it a whirl. I'm printing anything and everything I can. And the good thing is, like I said, I found that bargain filament at the bargain store. If you didn't see my last video, check it out. Talked about my bargain finds and how I found the filament. But so it's not going to be too bad. It's not going to be too bad on money wise, I should say. Especially if the bins that I go to, especially because they have like every day gets cheaper and cheaper. So if I went on one day and the filament was $6, the following day was going to be $5. The following day is going to be $4. So that's if it's there. So, but still, $8, $6, whatever it is, I get it for. It's still cheaper than what I'm finding it online, and I don't have to wait for shipping. And if it's a bust like this white one is, so far, I don't feel so bad over, I lost $6. That was a $6 film. Well, it is what it is. So trial and error. I'm sure I'm wasting just as much in scraps, and I'm gonna figure out what I can do with them scraps too. I found a video where they fill these silicone molds and just melt all the scraps in there, but just for art pieces. I'm like, yeah, I'm not into that. So I'll figure something else out. Anyways, let me pause on that. That was Friday. That was just Friday. Me talking about my printer. Look at me rambling on, but I should be vlogging all weekend. I just don't. It just feels like, when my wife's home, I want to enjoy her. I want to enjoy the company. And then if we go out shopping together, we're just enjoying it. Which leads me to the action cameras, the Action 5 or 6, whatever. I know the 6 is out now, but I was leaning to the Action 5, and maybe I'll get the 6. I mean, I know the 5 will be cheaper, so I don't know. Anyways, I'm leaning more towards that because I think with the external mic hooked up to that camera, it'll be a lot easier for me to get footage when I'm out and about, because it's a little tough now with my phone, especially. That's one of the reasons why I didn't start vlogging today so late, because I was on my phone today. I had to run some errands today. I had to, use my maps, and I use it on my phone, and I use my phone for everything. I, make my grocery list, doctor's appointments, and I use it too much. And I have to, when I do vlog with it, it's just like I have to hurry, in between time, and it gets tough. So I do have the GoPro, but my GoPro, I don't have an external mic. So I don't like the audio output on that. I don't like the way I sound. When I'm editing, it's too off. The audio's too off. I'm in and out. So I don't use that. Although I'd love to, I keep saying I'm gonna use it for B-roll, but I'm not really into B-roll a whole lot either, so I'm just more of a run and gun, just hit record and start talking, and then later on edit what I think doesn't make sense, patch it all together and send it. Add a little bit of music if I can, and whatever. It is what it is. That's why I didn't vlog, or I shouldn't say vlog. That's why I didn't get any footage this weekend. Is it's kind of busy and in the moment. Saturday morning, actually, we woke up, and because Friday I told Anna that I would take her to the bike park. She's been wanting to go to the bike park. So Friday got too late on us. It was dark, and that bike park doesn't have lights in the bike park. So we didn't go Friday night because it got dark too fast. So Saturday morning we woke up. First thing she said, Tata, are you going to take me to the bike park? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to take you. So we got ready, and I thought for sure, I was like, I'm going to get some good footage today at the bike park. It'd be cool. So we go outside, we go in the garage. You know what? Let me show you. That wasn't very smart. I just ran out of there, and I didn't bring no tripod, no magnet, no phone case, no nothing. So I got to hold it. Let me turn this around real quick. Anyways, I come out to the garage, so we can get ready to go. There's Anna's bike. That's what she rode this weekend. We were getting ready to come out and went to get my bike off the rack, or off the wall, I should say. Flat. Can be. Flat as can be. So I'm like, well, the next bike, there's a bike. The next bike I can take is my other bike. So let me grab. So here it is. There's that bike. Well, the tire was low, so I aired it up. It was fine. I took it for a little test ride. Aired it up. It was fine. Took it for a test ride around the block here before we even left. It was fine. We get to the bike park, flat. It's completely flat. I'm like, oh my God. So good thing I had a compressor in the truck. I aired it up one time down the track. That was it. So I got one time down the track and flat too. Well, I get home and let's go back inside. Hold on. All right. So we get back home, and at this time, it's just gorgeous outside. It's overcast. It had just rained early in the morning. I think it had even sprinkled a little bit on us coming home. And so we're sitting outside. We have that swing in the front yard hanging off the tree. So Michelle's laying on the swing, and she's just like, man, it's so nice out here. So we sat outside and enjoyed the weather, and I took that bike down and took the back tire apart, and I started checking it, and sure enough, I had a big thorn. It was pretty big. It was a thorn sticking in my tire, and I was like, well, there it is. That's what popped my tire twice. So I took it out. So here, this was crazy. I took it out, patched it, aired it up, rode it around, and it was fine. And yesterday, I think it was, I went out there because I was going to take Zuko out for a run. And I went out there and it was flat. So the patch I had, it was old. So I think it was old because I couldn't even take it off the wrapper, which sucks because it came with the kit I just bought. Well, all right. Yeah, that's probably been a while. So that's why it's old. But anyways, I got to get to Walmart and probably get some new tubes for them bikes. So now I got two bikes down. And that's what sucks because my first tire that was flat is a 29-inch tire, and the second one that went flat is a 27.5-inch tire. So I gotta buy two different size tires to I can get back on the road again. So that was Saturday. Spent just outside in the garage enjoying the weather, and then I worked on my bike a little bit. Hung out. And then we ended up doing pizza and wings for dinner and played some table games. My sister showed us this game with a dice and a pencil where you got to write to 100 before the person next to you rolls a 6 on the dice. You're only using one dice. There. She showed us that game. Michelle wanted to play it, so she wanted to show the kids what we'll be playing, during Christmas. So we did a little test run and they loved it. You know, they loved it. So we played that on Saturday. Sunday, we actually, what did we do Sunday. Oh, Sunday, we actually went to Costco. We went to Costco to get a few things we needed for the week and to fuel up. That's where we fuel up. Costco, it's literally right down the street. The next exit, and I don't even have to get on the freeway. So it's really convenient now that they opened a Costco by us. So we did that. Then we watched football. Just watched football all day Sunday. Watched the Cowboys play and got the win. I'm glad. I'm happy for that. Got that win. Sunday night, Michelle made dinner. We just hung out, watched football again. I think the last game we watched was the Rams. So watched them play. It's a pretty good game. Came up here and started looking at what to 3D print again, and that was it. That was pretty much it. This morning I woke up, pretty early and did some things around the house and caught up on you guys on YouTube, and I was getting behind. You guys are just popping these videos out left and right. I'm like, man, I can't keep up with all you guys. It's getting tough, and I want to comment on all your videos. I want to as quick as I can, but I'm like, man, I can't keep up. Anyways, yeah, I ran some errands today and came back and started printing this stuff again, messing with that. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm here, and another thing, or one thing I did actually productive is my book. I was writing in my book. So my grandfather's life, I'm still working on that, and I got some catching up to do. Sorry, I'm over here dropping everything. I got some catching up to do, and maybe that's what I'll do is right after dinner I'll work on that. Yeah, that's a good idea. That was pretty much my weekend. That sums up my weekend. Maybe I'm gonna eat dinner. I'll eat dinner, and after that I'll work on this book. This was just let me touch base with you guys and show up. Let me show up. We're here making noise. This is just me showing up, just getting my reps in, showing up, and it's another day of my life. And thanks for watching if you made it this far. And I'm not even gonna dig into this computer, see what I can print. But if you have any ideas of what I can print, let me know. Shoot me some ideas, because I'm tired of looking at trinkets. Or if you have any websites that I can get prints from, cool prints, something you think I can use, or just something cool, let me know too. Let me know them websites, because I'm fresh at this, really fresh at this 3D printing. So I don't know where to start. Or I don't know what else to look up. I'm sure I'll figure it out, but if you can throw me a hint or a website or a link or some cool files to print or what have you, please let me know. Until then, I'll see you on the next one. All right, I gotta go. Dinner's done anyways.